This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
Good morning and happy Monday. I'm Morgan Lentis with WDSU News, and here's a look at today's headlines. Happening today, the New Orleans City Council must vote on a budget for next year. It comes amid a growing budget deficit, which Mayor-elect Helena Moreno says could total more than $200 million in 2026. Moreno says her budget plan will include furloughs and layoffs to non-public safety positions. That vote by council members is expected this morning. Then something not happening today, that Border Patrol operation in our city. NBC News is citing a source from Homeland Security who says the operation will start sometime later this week. Approximately 250 Border Patrol agents are already in town to carry out the Trump administration's latest immigration enforcement crackdown. And the NOPD is searching for whoever is responsible for a triple shooting that left one woman dead and injured two others. It happened yesterday evening in Central City, moments after a second line ended. We're told a 26-year-old woman was found shot on Magnolia Street. She later died from her injuries. A 16-year-old boy and an adult man were also injured in the gunfire. And finally, big sports news. Lane Kiffin has landed in Baton Rouge and will officially address the media as coach of the LSU Tigers. That is expected to happen later today around 3:30 p.m. And that's a look at today's headlines. I'm Morgan Lentis with WDSU News. Have a great day.
On Auto Trends with JeffCars.com, here's a snippet of some of what we cover. GPS pioneer Gladys West.
We worked long hours computing trajectory orbits and satellite orbits, trying to get the data and everything correct enough.
Auto analyst Mark Bland.
14 new vehicle deals that happen in this country out of every 100 that women don't have a fingerprint on.
To tune in, check out Auto Trends with JeffCars.com, Saturdays at 4 p.m. on WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about.
Good morning, wake up. The Good Morning Show. Good morning. On WBOK.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, New Orleans, and welcome back to the Good Morning Show right here at WBOK 1230 a.m. I am Will Sutton, and with me is Ro Brown. We just talked about Southern University and the new coach that they have hired, Marshall Faulk, tremendous NFL player, New Orleans produced. And we'll be getting some more information on that today, tomorrow, in the coming days about, I guess, what his deal is and length of contract and who's going to stay and who's going to leave, if he's bringing anybody with him, all that kind of football kinds of stuff that goes on.
Well, it's safe to say his contract won't be as much as coach on the other side.
No, I'm sure it won't. Just a reminder that those of you all who are chronologically gifted, that with the Affordable Care Act, we got some extensions that have not. We got some credits that are not being extended. So those credits expire on December 31st, and that's going to mean a big jump in premium health insurance costs. So we've got Mark Ballard coming up, so stay tuned. Right now, we're going to talk about the coach on the other side of Baton Rouge.
LSU.
A new one.
No surprise.
We got, so LSU booted the last one. He had a big contract.
Yes.
Big to do.
Yes.
And just recently, LSU decided, what the heck, we'll just give you all the money.
Yes.
And I was like, wow. We don't want to fight. We want to move on. $54 million. Here it is.
Which there was never any doubt that they could do it. Okay. They just tried not to do it. Partly because of the governor, I think, because, they could do it. Yeah, they always do it, that's, and it doesn't come out of the state's pocket.
Right. Which I think people forget.
Yeah. And so they paid them off.
Right.
Now.
So the new coach.
I'm sure he's got the same kind of contract,
Despite what the governor said a few weeks ago.
The governor, he is out of his lane. Okay, this is something that he has no control of. Okay.
Did you mean that, Lane?
Huh?
Did you mean to use that word? Lane?
What?
He's out of his lane.
Okay. See, that's the writer in you. That's the writer in you. Yeah, he's out of his lane,
Yes.
as in Kiffin.
Yes.
Yeah, really good coach. You know, I'd be very surprised if LSU doesn't win and win big. You know, LSU's been an elite program since Nick Saban. And, you know, yeah, there have been some up and down years, but still an elite program. This is a down year for them, having lost 5 games. And, you know, I'd be very surprised because Lane Kiffin is that good a coach. Now, people who don't know him, you will find that it will be very entertaining because he's a little crazy. Okay, he does some weird things, you know, and you know, he's the kind who will troll people on social media. You know, take time to do that kind of things Nick Saban would never do. You know, and it'll be entertaining. It'll be crazy. Yeah, it will be, but they will win. And you know, so just
Did you see what he did after the game on the weekend?
What did he do?
So of course they won, and so the all the state troopers ushering him out. He saw a reporter, and he turned around, and they're like, "Where are you going?" And so he turns around and goes to the reporter, and says, "You want to call me a hoe? Tell you what. Come on into the press conference and call me a hoe, and let's see how that goes." Apparently, he wrote and said something the coach didn't like.
Right. Yeah. You know, that's the kind of stuff you're going to get.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
You're going to get that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So you know, and you know, people will like that now that he is the LSU coach.
But
And this isn't the first time that he has done this. People seem to forget that he was at the University of Tennessee.
Yes.
And left there to go to USC.
Yeah.
Okay. And when he came back, when he came back and Ole Miss played at Tennessee, the people reacted the way that the people are going to react in Mississippi when LSU plays Ole Miss. Okay.
Well, it was pretty ugly.
Oh, it was very ugly in Tennessee. I mean, they threw golf balls at him and all, and you know, with intent to really hurt him.
It happened again in Oxford.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So it's going to, I mean, I think LSU goes there next year to play.
Yes, they do.
So, you know, it's going to be the same thing, just like it was in Tennessee. And
yeah.
So, you know, so if you like that kind of stuff, you got the right guy.
So are those tickets going to go up?
They always go up. Ticket prices always go up.
Oh, my.
It's like anything else.
My. So what happens with the Lane Kiffin era? So it officially starts, I guess, this afternoon. Announced. And then
probably
you know, he's
already.
got a few coaches he's bringing with him.
Yeah, you know, every coach has his people. You know, I mean, you should have your own staff. Yeah, that's nothing wrong with that. You know, he'll bring some people. You know, some people will stay. You know, I would expect that Frank Wilson will stay.
I mean, your assistant coach for this or the director of this, and you say, "Honey, Lane's moving." So are we?
Yeah. If he wants you to move, yeah.
Right. That's it.
If he wants you to come with him, you know. And you know, it depends on the family, it depends on the people. Yeah. You know. Maybe the person who is coming into LSU won't want to keep you.
Right. Yep.
So, you know, but Lane does.
Yeah.
You know. So you go, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you go where. And it's somebody you've been working with, and, you know, and they trust you. You trust them. You know. You
expect our interim coach to be
I do.
Retained?
I do.
Why?
Because he's that good. And he's that respected. And I would think that Lane Kiffin knows that. You know, he knows him. They know, you know, all these people know each other. Yeah. They do. They all know each other. Now, of course, he will not be coaching Ole Miss, who will probably be in the college football playoff. And he wanted to, that was a hold up.
That's got to hurt, though.
That was a hold up. He wanted to coach Ole Miss, even after he took the job, and the people at Ole Miss said, no, I don't think so. Okay.
What do you think about that decision?
Yeah, I could understand that. And that segues to Tulane. Because John Summerall is headed to Florida. He'll be there this afternoon in Florida for the big announcement. the coach at Tulane is now the new head coach at Florida.
But he's going to coach
the athletic
this team.
director said he will be coaching us in the American Conference Championship on Friday night.
Different kind of relationship?
Yeah. A different situation. Not the same conference.
Mm-hmm.
John Summerall has probably kept Tulane abreast of everything, although he didn't make it public.
Right.
He probably kept them abreast of, look, I'm talking to Florida. Okay. Or I'm talking to this one. And, he's always said that he would do nothing to hurt Tulane's football program. Whereas LSU and Ole Miss are in the same conference and they're rivals. And, it just wouldn't, he could be, there's some people some players at Ole Miss who are going to move to LSU with him, I'm sure. There's some really good players, who are going to leave and they're going to go to LSU because Lane is going over there.
LSU going to lose any players because Lane Kiffin is coming?
Probably. What they're worried about is losing commitments, people who are committed to come to LSU. Okay, that's what.
But such a high-powered coach, wouldn't that say, well, were they that focused on the coach as opposed?
Well, it depends on that's the question. It depends on the individual. It depends on why that person is coming to LSU, and what factors into it now that didn't factor into it in 2, 3, 4 years ago is how much you're going to pay me.
Yeah, of course.
From a player standpoint.
Yep.
Bryce Underwood, the young man that started at quarterback for the University of Michigan against Ohio State, committed to LSU when he was a junior.
Yeah.
When it came time,
I got you.
He switched because Michigan came with a lot more money.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
So that's life. Okay.
All right, folks, you're listening to Will Sutton and Ro Brown. We've gotten caught up on the coach shuffles in Louisiana. It's 8:25 a.m. You're listening to us, and, of course, we always are happy to hear from you, 504-582-9422, 504-582-9422. You're listening to WBOK, 12:30 a.m., What New Orleans is Talking About. All day long.
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
Today is a WDSU First Warning Weather Impact Day. 4 possible heavy rain for the evening commute and overnight hours. The first half of the day will be mostly cloudy. Highs rise from 62 to 69. Rain starts mid-afternoon, closer to evening. There's a low risk of flash flooding. Rain moves out before the Tuesday morning commute with lows in the 40s. From the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
New Orleans, are you ready? A fresh voice in the city is here, bringing you the beats, the culture, and the stories that matter. From local music and food to real talk on what's happening in the streets, we've got you covered. Stay tapped in. Follow us on all platforms at WBOK 1230 for the latest updates and exclusive content. Your city, your culture, your news. Don't just hear about it, be about it. Follow us at WBOK 1230 now.
Are you passionate about community safety and police accountability? Tune in to The Monitor's Mic, where we talk about oversight, policing, and you. Hosted by the Office of Independent Police Monitor, we're here to shine a light on policing issues that matter, from real-time policing updates to in-depth interviews. Get the facts and stay informed. We're breaking down complex issues, highlighting community voices, and holding people behind the badge accountable. Join us for an informative hour every Friday at noon on WBOK. Your city, your police, your show. The Monitor's Mic.
Tired of the impersonal, one-size-fit-all style of banking? You deserve a bank that delivers exceptional service and personalized attention to your needs. That's the Home Bank Standard. Since 1908, Home Bank has been a trusted financial partner for businesses and families because we go the extra mile to help you reach your goals. See for yourself why Home Bank is good for business, good for life. Stop by any New Orleans area location or find out more at home24bank.com. Home Bank, member FDIC.
You've got responsibilities, but that doesn't mean your dreams are on hold. At Southern University at New Orleans, our evening and weekend college is designed with your life in mind. Finish your degree, start a new one, on your time, your degree, your schedule. No excuses, just opportunity. Visit suno.edu and make your next move today.
Meet Leanna, a part-time chef and full-time mom. In the past, Leanna didn't have health insurance because she didn't think she could afford it. What she didn't realize is she qualified for Medicaid. She loves the coverage and peace of mind that comes with high-quality care. The kind of care you get with Healthy Blue. This is Medicaid, and it's for more people than you think. Maybe even you. To see if you qualify, go to myhealthybluela.com.
Good morning. Wake up. The Good Morning Show. Good morning. On WBOK.
Good morning, and welcome back, New Orleans, to the Good Morning Show, right here on WBOK, 1230 a.m. I'm Will Sutton, and with me, Ro Brown.
Good morning.
Quite a shuffle going on. We don't have time to talk about some of the other things that are happening in the sports and football world, but playoffs are upon us, and of course, we got high schools rolling on into what is it, finals now?
Semifinals. The finals will be next weekend between December 11th and December 13th in the Superdome.
Okay, all right. So
eight state champions will be crowned.
Okay, all right. So we got some good local schools in the hunt.
And let's be honest. I mean, people are, in one of the divisions, Division I select, people, Edna Carr has been the most dominant team and the defending state champion. They were on one side of the bracket. St. Augustine's on the other side of the bracket. Mm-hmm. St. Augustine's playing John Curtis this week. Edna Carr is playing Catholic of Baton Rouge. Very tough team. And people are hoping that St. Aug and Carr can win, so that could be the final in the Superdome. So let's be honest. That's what people are hoping, okay?
That'd be a lot of purple and gold.
Yeah, a whole lot of purple and gold.
Yeah. Yep. Wow.
Of course, they played earlier this year, and Carr won 42-21.
Yep. So that would be a heck of a game. Hell of a turnout. It would be a hell of a turnout.
Yeah, I mean, it's St. Aug has always had a big following, not as big a following as they did maybe 40 years ago, part that's population and, decrease and that sort of thing, but they've never made the Superdome Classic.
Right.
And this would be the first time.
Yep.
And I'm sure that the LHSAA, would love to have Carr at St. Aug.
Absolutely, I'm sure.
From attendance and financial standpoint.
All right, folks, as promised, we want to give you a chance to have an update on what's going on with Obamacare, the ACA, Affordable Care Act, and these tax credits we've been hearing about so much with a 43-day government shutdown that ended just not too long ago. Much of that fight was over the tax credits expiration for December 31st. So the government shutdown has ended, and there were negotiations and agreements to get to the point of reopening government, but some key issues, including these tax credits, has not been resolved. So my colleague, Mark Ballard in Washington, D.C., has been all up in it reporting on this for weeks and weeks and weeks now. Good morning, Mark Ballard. You're on with Will Sutton and Ro Brown.
Good morning. Good morning. It sounds like it's a lot warmer back home than it is up here.
How's your weather?
It's about 40 today. Right now.
We're not 40.
That's about as high as it's going to get, too. It takes me a while to assimilate to the cold weather, I'm afraid.
How long you been up in D.C. now?
I guess about 2 years now.
Yeah, long time Louisiana guy up in Washington, D.C. But we sure appreciate you being there and doing what you do to keep us informed via the Advocate, the Times-Picayune, NOLA.com. And I reached out to you after seeing this most recent story, and it's like, yeah, we got to have Mark on to talk to our WBOK family of listeners. We have a diverse audience, but it's no secret we got a number of seniors as a part of our listening audience. So we've got a great number of people who are interested in what's going on with healthcare generally, Medicare in particular, tax credits. So, Mark, I'm going to hand it over to you to give us a little summary of what the heck is going to happen on December 31st, and is there anything likely to change?
Well, let's go to the ACA marketplace first. And the Congress is returning this afternoon from the Thanksgiving holiday, and they're basically going to have a month, and really that's more like 14 or 15 days because, you know, the times that they take off before we go into the Christmas holidays. And the Republicans have not come up with a plan yet on how to deal with extending the tax credits that a goodly number of people around, 20 plus million around the country rely on to help pay for their premiums. They keep saying, "Oh, we need to lower the health care costs," but remember that the Republicans also have spent the last 15 years trying to get rid of the Affordable Care Act, and so there's a fight between the two, between those two factions. The Democrats are saying, "Sure, we need to do some work to lower the health care costs, but first." We got to deal with these extensions so that so many people don't end up having their premiums double because the tax credits are not there. Now, that's going to happen over the next few weeks, and it's going to be quite a fight, and we'll see where they all come down. President Trump came up with a plan and then was about to announce the plan, but then Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, came in and said, no one's going to agree to that plan, so they pulled it at the last minute. So I don't know. We'll just have to see how this all kind of plays out over the next few weeks. Now, on the Medicare front, that's for, folks over 65 or have severe disabilities that fit into it, there's going to be a 10% increase in premiums. And that's happening now. So that, because you sign up for Medicare, or you can change your plans around until December the 7th, and so what you're going to be paying will be 10% more coming next year, and that's the second largest spike in decades that they've had. The premiums go up every year, but they've never gone up, almost 10%.
Hey, Mark,
and,
let me ask a question about that. So that's going to happen no matter what Congress does?
Yes, that's already happened.
Right.
So that if you are over 65 and you're right now kind of either signing up for Medicare or you're renewing your Medicare policies, then the policies that you're going to be paying for starting January 1st is going to be about 10% more.
All right, so now we're talking about the tax credits that would increase other policies.
Right, the tax credits, that's connected to the Affordable Care Act, and those are basically working Americans who make too much money to qualify for Medicaid, but too little money to buy these expensive policies out on their, out in the real market. So they go through the Affordable Care market and they get a tax credit. And it's, I don't know, maybe 200, 300,000 people in Louisiana are on this. And they get a tax credit so that, instead of paying, I don't know, $100 for your policy per month, you're actually paying $50 per month for your policy. And that tax credit is sent to the the insurance companies. That expires on December the 31st. So,
wow. So,
unless Congress continues, and we don't know that. Yeah.
So what can we do? I mean, do we have to just watch, wait and see?
Well, I mean, boy, I didn't want to sound pessimistic.
Come on, Mark. Give it to us. Give it to us.
I mean, I think that's basically what's going to happen. You know, is that you have Republicans, and I mean, none of them in our group that want to see an extension and then deal with other problems with the to bring down the healthcare prices. And then you have Republicans that want to see an end to the Affordable Care Act and think this is a good way to do it. Mm-hmm. So that's it. And remember that the Republicans are the majority in the House, the Senate, and sit in the White House.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're going to be sitting around is what it boils down to.
No, you kind of sort of answered what I was going to ask. What does it say that President Trump comes up with an idea, and usually when he comes up with an idea, that's the idea that they follow. But Mike Johnson convinces him that, no, this wasn't work, and he acquiesced. Isn't that a little bit different? Does that show how important this is to some people who, as you say, may want to get rid of the whole thing?
Yeah, I think it does show. I mean, it shows a couple of things. One is that that MAGA brick is starting to crumble a little bit, and you're seeing it with the Epstein files. You're seeing it with Marjorie Taylor Greene. You're seeing it with these attacks on the Venezuelan fishermen. You know, that's starting to crumble a little bit, and there is a worry among moderate Republicans, of which we do not have any, by the way, but moderate Republicans in states that where that are a little more competitive. They have more competitive districts than we do, and they're saying, look, if my constituency sees their premiums double out of pocket, then they're not going to vote for a Republican. We need to do something about this. And the numbers are such that that's worrisome for some in the White House, that, they're saying, yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. We'll lose the majority in Congress come next year, or at least in the House come next year's midterms. So, I mean, that's kind of what is working on it. But on the other hand, if there's enough Republicans that are not going to back it, that want to see an end to the Affordable Care Act, then that's enough to stop any action at all. And I think that's what I wouldn't be surprised to see if the White House doesn't come up with a different plan over the next few weeks.
So is there a scenario where there are enough Republicans who say, this is the sword I'm going to die on, so I don't care if I lose my office, we need to kill this thing?
There's enough that it's now kind of a stalemate sort of thing. There would be, I think that Democrats, and if you get, and this is tough for Republicans to do, but I mean, if they can get a half dozen Republicans to actually vote against the party leadership, then that extension will happen if all the Democrats stick together. But that's a difficult ask because when you disagree with the White House, when you disagree with the leadership, they pull your money and they primary you.
Yeah, so that's somewhat similar to the Democrats and the Republican who sided with the Republicans to end the government shutdown.
Well, this is true, because what you end up is Thomas Massie was the Republican that wanted to see a government shutdown. I mean, he was basically arguing for that. He was arguing for the Epstein files, and he has a primary opponent. And Marjorie Taylor Greene was the other one, and she's resigned or will resign in January.
Yeah. Now, Bill Cassidy said he has an idea. Where's that going?
Well, he hasn't got enough people on board with it yet, but his idea basically is to take the subsidies that, this tax credit is basically a check that they send to the insurance companies, and that covers the gap between what we can pay and what the insurance policy costs. And his idea is to take the money that's in that gap, for that subsidy, and to give it to the person, to the policyholder, and say, okay, you can buy a cheaper policy with higher deductibles. You can buy the same policy, and here's the money for it, and leave it up to the policyholders to do that. And that's kind of halfway in between what the Republicans are in the Senate are arguing for, which is, to turn this into a health savings account and let individuals decide. And the Democrats are arguing to, just extend the credits until we figure out what we're going to do. So he's not gotten any Democrats on board yet, or at least none that are willing to say so publicly.
Right.
This state's congressional delegation, the Republicans, you mentioned that, we don't have any that fall in the moderate category, I guess.
No. With the exception of, I guess, Cassidy, but he would, if I say that he's a moderate, I'm going to get a phone call.
I understand. But, in your column, you said, you said it was 14% of the state's population over the age of 65 lives in poverty.
Right.
And I think you also said it was 6% of Louisiana adults over 65 went without medical care because of the cost.
Right. And
that's not enough to move them.
Well, no, it's not.
Okay, that's what I'm at. Yeah.
You're talking logic, and I'm covering politics.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought, Mark. I just wanted to hear it from somebody who knows a whole lot more about it than I do.
It may in the end actually move somebody because, what's not being said is that, most of the people that's going to see their insurance policies double are MAGA people. And in Louisiana, we're talking about 65%, 70% are people who vote in districts that support Republican candidates. So at some point, somebody's going to say, "Oh, wait, this is affecting me," and that might be. I just
might be after the fact.
It might be after the fact, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy! All right. So will our own Mike Johnson and Steve Scalise play a significant role with what's going to happen in those 14, 15 days?
Yes. They'll play the most significant role in the House. The two of them are number one and number two leadership in the House, and basically, Scalise, he sets the schedule, what the committees are going to be looking at and all of that sort of thing. And then Johnson decides what comes to the floor. And right now, there is a movement afoot to what they call a discharge petition, and that is to force Johnson and Scalise to bring an extension of a tax credit extension to the floor. So but we'll see how well that goes. You need to have 218 signatures, which means that you're going to be needing a handful of Republicans to join in on this. And this is just one of several things that they're going to have to deal with this month. That they kind of keep pushing things back, and one of them is military construction. The FEMA bill is something else that they're going to have to deal with this month, and so there's a lot of stuff on their plates.
My.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, all right. Well, we know that you'll be on top of it, watching and reporting, writing about this for us. Thank you so much for spending some time with us this morning from even colder Washington, D.C., and appreciate your time and your information, Mark.
Oh, well, thanks for having me on.
All right.
Y'all have a good day.
All right. Have a blessed day.
Keep warm.
Right. Oh, my.
So the gist of it seems to be that what Mark Ballard is saying is the train is coming.
Yes. Right.
Yeah. And don't worry getting off the track. It's coming.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And don't think that there's going to be no increase or a small increase. There's going to be an increase. Increases. Just a matter of how much. Well, we'll have to stay tuned. So thanks much to Mark Ballard. This is Will Sutton and Ro Brown. We've been in conversation with Mark Ballard, Capitol Bureau Chief from the Advocate Times-Picayune, NOLA.com in Washington, D.C., talking about the ACA and the tax credits. Man, woo! Who wants to pay more? We know we got to pay more, but the biggest jump in however long did he say? Oh, my goodness.
Oh, forever. He said it always goes up every year, but
not like this. Yeah. So big expense. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
All right, folks, it's 8:49 a.m. We're going to be going to a break. When we come back, we'll give you some more news and information, a little talk and conversation. You are listening to Will Sutton and Ro Brown. You know, when my daddy was on the radio decades ago, they would always say, you can call in and ask a question. We can give you an answer, but if we don't know the answer, we'll give you a response. So,
I like that.
That. We'll see what we can do. So give a call to the talk line, 504-582-9422, 504-582-9422. You're listening to WBOK 1230 AM, what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by FidelityWealthManagement.com. Earn Your Leisure is a financial literacy platform that wants more people from more backgrounds to learn how to invest. They host events throughout the year, including their annual Invest Fest. Speaking to Bloomberg, Earn Your Leisure co-founder Rashad Bilal says one space he's trying to get more people interested in is investing in Africa.
The continent has immense resources. Obviously, everybody knows that. The youngest population. So I think that there's a lot of enthusiasm right now about Africa. There's a lot of success stories that's happening in Africa right now. So I think that that's something that our audience has been very enthusiastic about.
Earn Your Leisure co-founder Rashad Bilal. Bloomberg recently hosted the Africa Business Summit in Johannesburg to discuss some of the top issues and opportunities in the continent. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
On the golf tee, it's Skechers World Champions Cup. Watch it live December 4th and 5th on ESPN and ESPN Plus, 12 to 4 p.m. It's PGA Champions Tour golfers from all over the world. Team USA versus Team Europe versus Team International. Watch it live December 4th and 5th on ESPN and ESPN Plus, 12 to 4 p.m. The competition will be tense, but feet will be comfy. Tune in to Skechers World Champions Cup. Final round of golf on Sunday, December 7th on ABC, 1 to 5 p.m.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Benefit Solution Group annual enrollment period update. Who do I have on the line with me today?
Hey, this is Lori Swanigan, CEO of the Benefit Solutions Group.
And I'm Vanessa Scott, broker senior
advisor with the Benefit Solutions Group.
Can you guys tell me what is annual enrollment period?
The annual enrollment period, the acronym for it is AEP. It starts October the 15th and it goes through December the 7th.
Why is open enrollment so important?
It is a time for anyone with Medicare, any person with a red, white, and blue card can actually get a plan. There are forms that you need to fill out to even get your prescription drugs. So can we go ahead and throw that number out there?
Yes, let's do it.
Again, that number is 504-621-3687. Awesome. And that's going to be Vanessa Scott coming to your doorstep.
It's Benefit Solution Group. Don't let the laws change and leave you stuck out. Get your Medicare review today at 504-621-3687. Benefit Solution Group is a licensed independent agency not affiliated with the U.S. government. We offer Medicare, Advantage Part D, and Medicare plans for major carriers in our market area.
A careless driver can change your life in an instant. Do you know what to do or who to call? If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident and do not have an attorney, call Auto Accident Help Desk for a free consultation. We can answer all of your questions and estimate the potential value of your case. Call Auto Accident Help Desk and connect with an expert personal injury attorney.
Call 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524.
Don't worry how to handle your medical bills, lost wages, and pain. We will get you the money you deserve.
They got me way more than the insurance company offered.
The consultation is free, and you do not pay any legal fees unless we win or settle your case. Make the smart call. If you've been injured in an auto accident, call Auto Accident Help Desk for a free legal consultation.
Call 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524.
Good morning, wake up.
The Good Morning Show. Good morning. On WBOK.
Good morning, New Orleans, and welcome back to the Good Morning Show right here on WBOK, 12:30 a.m. Well, we've had quite a show, but I do want to make sure that you know that today is the first day of December.
Yes.
And by the New Orleans Home Rule Charter, on December 1 of every year, the City Council must adopt a budget. Must adopt the budget. So that meeting is scheduled for 10 a.m., an hour and just a few minutes. I would like to be there. I've got to look at my game plan and try to figure out what I need to get done between now and 10 and now and 12 and now and 2 and now and 4. But, yeah, I may be over there. But, for those who want a bit of a preview, you might want to go to New Direction New Orleans. That's Mayor-elect Marino's webpage, not the mayor's webpage, the mayor-elect's webpage, where she has posted her amended 2026 budget proposal. That was posted right before Thanksgiving, so a number of people probably got caught up in turkey and dressing and Melatonin. There was a sports story on the weekend, Melatonin. So I don't know if you know about that, but
I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
During a football game, where they asked their favorite Thanksgiving meal.
That's right.
And Jamar Chase, from Rummel High School, and LSU, said Melatonin.
Yeah, and they didn't.
And
know
the
what
reporter said, "I had to look this one up." But it's
yep.
Everybody else was turkey, pumpkin pie.
Melatonin. Yep, absolutely.
Not Merlotol.
No.
Melatonin.
No. There was a lot of mispronunciations of that. So at that website, you can see what Moreno has proposed for the public safety overtime for the New Orleans Police Department, Fire Department, EMS, Juvenile Justice Court, Orleans Parish Communications Director District, the Department of Public Works, Sanitation, and so forth and so on. So this is her surgical approach to having a budget that works while still being able to implement the vision that she promised during the campaign. So there's not a lot of time between now and 10 for City Council and anybody else to review more of this, but It will be interesting. It will be good to see what are more details there are to this amended budget. And I'm not thinking that City Council wants to go more than a couple of hours on this budget and get it done. But whatever they do, are going to have to live with for quite a while through 2026. So keep that on your agenda of things to pay attention to. 10 a.m. City Council chambers at City Hall.
That's an interesting situation, you know. I mean, how much does the current mayor have to do with this budget?
Well, she proposed the budget as she was supposed to.
With this
but
budget.
this one is the amended budget.
Okay.
This is the amended budget.
Okay.
In other words,
All right.
that was the Cantrell budget.
You think there'll be much fighting?
This is the, well, it depends on how quickly people want to go to lunch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really do.
And I'm asking that, but I mean, you got to figure that, you know, the current city council is going to win out.
Well,
this, but,
know. And you know, I may be wrong, but I don't think the city charter says these must be approved by December 1st, 1:01 p.m. So December 1st, you got all day. You could take it into the afternoon and evening if necessary.
Right.
And make some changes and adjustments to even what the mayor-elect has proposed. Just a thought. All right, folks, it's 8:59
You're such a troublemaker.
a.m.
You're such a troublemaker. I tell you.
It's 8:59 a.m. You're listening to the Good Morning Show. And we're going to have to get up out of here and make way for the front porch. I see Eddie Francis in the building, so I think Eddie's going to be holding court with producer Naren Sanders on the other side of the glass. As for us, as for me, good Lord willing, I'll be back again tomorrow right here on the Good Morning Show on WBOK. You're listening to WBOK, 1230 a.m., what New Orleans is talking about all day long.